Welcome back to another episode with TeamFamMedia. You've got me, Mary, today. So, many moons ago, we pulled the EX decks and made some modifications so we could have us a little tournament. I'm finally getting around to editing this video. So, if you may recall, my pulls were absolute crap. I was lucky enough to get the Paldea build and battle deck, which honestly supplemented most of my cards, traded out some of those single basics and stage 1 cards for the Tinkaton line, as well as a Ceruledge. Really love Ceruledge, by the way. It is a beautiful Pokemon who doesn't like swords for hands. All in all, with some of those packs that I got, I was able to get a couple special item cards as well as decent supporters, so I did swap some of those out. This deck, I'm trying to focus a little bit more strategy-wise. Typically, I'm a fan of 3-2-1 builds, but I don't think that's going to cut it for this upcoming tournament. I'm not honestly sure if I can make it past the Alakazam EX build that Harry's got going on, or the Lucario that Kim's got, or really even the Ampharos that Noah's got, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Kangaskhan, all in all, is not a bad EX Pokemon to have. It does have a decent ability. So, with some of these cards, I was focusing on the strategy for one of the Arboliva's abilities, so that's where those special energies will come into play. I did end up purchasing a base level Ampharos deck to test this against, so the results of that are as follow. The Ampharos deck as a base alone, I actually had trouble pulling basic Pokemon, so my Kangaskhan EX deck actually got to start off with an additional card. But all in all, was lucky enough to pull those EX cards pretty early on. I tend to be a fan of using my first Pokemon as fodder until I can get my bench built up, and after that it's just basically trading blows for blows. The HP with these EXs, I mean, we're not looking at the Sword and Shield V and VMAX HPs, we're looking at some pretty decent HPs, I suppose. So, and these attacks, still pretty powerful. You can get on a roll in which you KO Pokemon after Pokemon. And that's about what happened here once Ampharos got on a roll. But Kangaskhan, it did end up falling, but that Dolliv, in which I was able to pull an Arboliva pretty early on and go ahead with that ability with that special energy. Miraidon actually packs a punch. Like, Ampharos is a pretty power-heavy deck, it's just getting energies to get all your stuff out. So at this point, I did miscalculate. That special ability can only be used if your opponent has less prize cards than you, and at this point we're running even. So, but with the way that my hand worked out as the opponent versus how my Kangaskhan hand worked out, I would have only had to put an energy to the Arboliva and I would have been back on a roll. So the Kangaskhan deck ended up winning out all in all, so hopefully we shall see how this goes. All in all, Kangaskhan, decently good deck on its own, so I'm hoping to get at least one win in this tournament, so you guys stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have that up in the next weeks, months, and we'll get it up eventually. Again, thanks for watching. This is TeamFamMedia. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notifications button, and you guys, thanks as always, and you have a good one.